Areolar tissue. Areolar tissue is an example of a loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue, that term means that the fibers are loosely arranged, usually randomly, in the tissue. Areolar tissue surrounds blood vessels. It underlies most basement membranes and epithelial tissues. It's a great place for a blood vessel to travel through. It's also a great place for white blood cells to walk around or, or at least travel with amoeboid movement through that. You get the sense of space when you look at a loose connective tissue such as areolar tissue. This particular prep is from a membrane, like a serous membrane, the pleura or the peritoneum, that has been simply lain on the microscope slide. And so we see a thin layer of the of fibers and cells. So I'm going to increase the magnification a little, zoom us in. And as we come in, you can see more individual fibers. You can get a sense of individual cells. Ah, and here we go all the way in. So you'll see quite a few actually cells. These guys, these are fibroblasts. So what product would a fibroblast make? Of course, it would make a fiber. So these fibers that you see in fibrous connective tissues are made by fibroblasts. In areolar connective tissue, there are two types of fiber, and I think it's pretty tough to tell which is which, but generally these thicker ones are collagen fibers, and these nice wavy ones that are a little bit thinner would be the elastic fibers. There may or may not be a few reticular fibers mixed in just so we hit all three fiber types in this tissue. Wandering through here, there might be macrophages or plasma cells or mast cells and other leukocytes, other white blood cells. And occasionally you'll see an adipocyte or an adipocyte with a little bit of fat in it, maybe up in here. There are blood vessels, and I think maybe we can see one right along here. You may get a sense of what a capillary looks like. Very, very narrow tube made of simple squamous epithelium that would be traveling through this areolar tissue.